What is going on, my YouTube friends? Guys, today's not going to be about the Fairmont. Today's going to be about the 2010 Mustang GT. I'm really considering on keeping this car. I mean, it's just a cool car. I mean, it's an automatic. It's got the 4.63 valve in it. I'd rather have the 5.0, but hey, you know, that 4.6, it was a good engine for a lot of years. So I'm really considering on keeping this car. I mean, I need to do some things to it to make it mine. I'm not quite sure exactly what that's going to be right yet, but I'm going to be putting most of my money into the Fairmont. But if I get a little side change or something else, I'm going to buy a couple things for this 2010 GT. So let's turn around here and see what we got. First, it's going to be a big cleanup because underneath the hood of this thing is in bad shape.
All right, here we go. I come out here to check the oil and stuff in it because the wife's been driving it actually. On rainy days, she drives this one. On nice days, she drives her Shelby. But yeah, look at that, how dirty that back wall is and everything like that. That right there would absolutely drive me nuts every time I open the hood. You know, so we got to get all this nice and cleaned up, make it purty. You know, we like purty. But yeah, this has got the 3 valve. I'm not quite sure what the horsepower rating on this thing is. I know it's over 300, like 305 maybe, 315, correct me if I'm wrong. This is the last year of this engine and the first year of this body style. So that's kind of why I'm considering on keeping this car, because it's just a 1-year thing, you know. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to order one of these right here, the covers, because it's cracked and somebody zip tied it together, you know. So just the crazy things people do to these cars, you know. I'm thinking maybe put a cowl hood on it, you know. If I'm mistaken, are these hoods aluminum? I'm pretty sure these hoods are aluminum, so I'm get me and put a cowl hood and stuff on it. But I mean, it's really it's a nice car, you know. Like I said, my wife drives it on rainy days or days that ain't so sunny, you know, instead of driving her Shelby, you know. But car runs good. It's got a whine when I first started up. I think it's the power steering, you know. It goes away after the car warms up, but I mean, we'll figure all that out. So just minimal work, and this is going to be my cruiser. It's already running and driving. I don't have to take it completely apart or put it completely together. So that's the thing, you know. That's kind of reason why I'm wondering about keeping it, you know. If I keep the car, I got a good cruising car, you know what I'm saying? And I can put all kinds of aftermarket stuff on this car, make it really, really cool. So, you know, I'm really considering about keeping it. Like I said, this is the first year of this body style and the last year of the 4.6 in these Mustangs. So that's what's kind of keeping an interest to me. I mean, I know it's not a Shelby or nothing, you know, special, but we can make it special. Let me fire this thing up. I'll bring it. Alrighty, so we got it fired up, everything like that. I mean, the seats need a little bit of attention, but that's not a problem. We can get that taken care of, you know. The engine light's on. I know the reason why that is. It has to do with the intake manifold. It's got like, I can't think of what it's called right at the moment, but it's got a thing that kind of opens the little flappers up in the intake, and it's sticking. So that's why the engine light's on. I mean, I can cut that off and come back on. But I mean, I think the power steering pump is what's whining on this thing. But I mean, the car, it sounds good. I mean, it can sound better. So you know, like I said, we can fix it up. We can make it into a really cool car, you know. I mean, I'm not saying it's not cool now, but we can make it into even a cooler car, you know. But you hear that little whining? I'm guessing that's the power steering pump. It goes away after a while, and it's full of power steering fluid, you know. So that's what I'm thinking it is. It's on the front of the engine. It's not the back of the engine. I need to blow those leaves out of there. Leaves are bad on a car. But I mean, far as, I mean, this thing runs smooth, man. And it's got a lot of power and got a lot of torque to it. Like I said, I'm thinking the horsepower on this thing's like 315. But there's things we can do to get that horsepower up a little higher. You know. But I would pretty much leave the car sitting like it's sitting. I ain't gonna drop it down or nothing like that. I got a little bit of work on this fender right here I gotta fix. Looks like I had a paint chip and it spidered. See how that spidered out right there like that? You know, so I mean, there's things that need to be done to it. The car's got 117,000 miles on it. Or more, I don't know. My wife's been driving it, so it might be 119,000 by now. But, you know, I mean, door's locked. But actually, the car sounds really good. So I'm considering on keeping the car, you know. Get over here and unlock that door. And this is the car that I can take on really hot days when it's too hot to take the Mach 1 out, you know. Yeah, the interior definitely needs to be cleaned. I'm surprised my wife ain't scrubbed it down yet. But let me know what you guys think about me keeping this. I mean, I think that I like the white and the tan interior. You know, that's kind of cool. And you can see it's a solid car. It's a solid car. But I mean, I wouldn't be doing a lot to it right now because, like I said, all the extra money I'm going to be making or whatever, side money or whatnot, is going to be to the Fairmont because that's the project I want to get done. This car right here, the minimal stuff to do to it. We can take it out and drive it, you know. I think this is going to be a decision that I'm going to have to think a little longer on. But I'm really actually thinking about keeping the car. I've kept it this long. So who knows? But you know me, somebody comes by with a little bit of money, it'll be gone. All right, get the car washed and sprayed the engine off and stuff a little bit. It looks a lot cleaner back here in the firewall, don't it? Yeah, buddy. That's why it's steaming, because I just sprayed it off. So, yeah, this has got aluminum hood on it. I sprayed underneath the hood right here and it started blowing the paint off, so it's definitely aluminum hood. Yeah, buddy. All right, I'm gonna go back to the house. Nah, I think I'll take a ride up to the yard. For a ride, we'll go over to the yard. Maybe Dad will be there and we'll hang out with him for a little bit. Yeah, buddy. So we're taking a ride in the 2010. I cleaned underneath the hood a little bit. We're driving. You see, I got the cat traction controls off, the engine lights on, and I'm getting the check fuel fill inlet. So I don't know why that's on. So I'm gonna have to check that out and see what's going on with that. Probably a sensor or something gone bad, or maybe the inlet went bad. I don't know. These don't have gas caps anymore. You just open up the door and pump gas in it, you know. So, all right. Well, we're heading to the yard, and I'll bring you back.
Look at here. Boy, ain't that pretty, huh?
Yeah.
Guys, he'll be 90 years old next April, man. He looks pretty good for 90 years old, don't he? Oh, I got a phone call. Let me get
Look
you
at
here. That was our insurance company that called to keep the insurance on it, and we don't even have a Devon state license yet. But we're gonna get it taken care of. Trust me. See that guy right there? 89 years old, man. What'd you say, Dad?
Huh?
Would you say you're closer to 90 than you are 89?
Yeah. 4 months away, about 4 months away.
Ooh, a little longer than 4 months, but he's getting there. We're just in October.
April, I'll be 90.
In April next year, you'll be 90 years old. He was a football star, car salesman, a junkyard dog, a body shop man. He's done it all in his life. They don't make men like that anymore. No, these guys had to work in their day. We got it easy and just don't realize it. We think we got it hard, but we don't. They had it hard. But yeah, so we're here at the yard right now, just sitting around. Ain't really much we can do because of the licenses and stuff like that, man. So I just figured I'd bring you along down here, and then I'll see you back at home in a little bit.
All right, so we took a little trip. I just took me a drink. I had to wipe my mouth. You know, this stuff right here is pretty good. I ain't gonna show it to you because if I show it to you, then they'll be wanting to strike me again. They strike my last video. They didn't give me a strike, but they said that there's music on it, and there's no music on it. On that last video, yeah, they wouldn't let me monetize it because somebody said that I had music on it, and there's none. No, zero zip. So, hey, I wrote YouTube, and we'll see what happens with that, won't we? Oh, yeah. But anyhow, guys, had a nice trip, had a nice little visit with my dad. We talked about some things that we need to get done and do and stuff like that. And took a little ride in the Mustang and cleaned out the engine compartment. I mean, it looks a lot better than it did, that's for sure. I really need to go through and detail that car, make it do a really nice job on it. The car runs and drives fantastic, it really does. When I was going down the highway at 85 miles an hour, I did have a little bit of a shake in the steering wheel, but that car sits a lot, so it could be flat spots on the tire. They're not dry rotted or nothing, they're all in good shape, but the car does sit a lot. So yeah, tell me what you guys think, man. I mean, do you think that I should go ahead and keep that car and just do some mods to it here and there? And, you know, I don't want to take it apart or nothing like that. I just want to put some mods on it. Maybe one day put a blower on it. That's a little ways away, though, anyhow. At least this winter. I ain't got no room to work on that car this winter. I'm going to be working on the Fairmont. Keep focused, Mr. Mach 1. Work on Fairmont. All right, guys, hey, I appreciate you watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are awesome. Don't let anyone tell you any different. Have a great rest of your day.